Alright YouTubers, welcome to episode 6 of the 777, and as promised we're going to play Fields of Gold.
Off we go.
So we'll start with 100 and I've got another 100 as backup. £200 is the limit. Yep, some more 777 action. Let's see if we can get something out of it. So we'll play £2 stake, 94%. Bing. And I just want to say, at the time of this video, it's the 11th of April. Hello, hang on a minute. It's the 11th of April, so I've just uploaded the episode 4, where we got the jackpot on Rainbow Riches free spins. And yeah, we've got quite a little discussion in the comments. So what I've done is basically gone through the comments and printed out some of the discussion, because I thought it was quite interesting. So that will follow soon, with the odd shout out of course. Yep, a little bit of Fields of Gold action on the 777. Like I say, the first time I played this was on this cabinet, my home machine, and I was quite impressed. Anyway, so while we're waiting for a win, I'll try and read it next to me. Basically got a little printout there of people's comments. So we've got Carl Anders. He says, never seen you before, however you look exactly how I thought you would from the voice, judging by the reflection in the glass. Well, there you go then. Right. Right, so MUBZ ads says, arcades putting percentages up. Not a chance. If anything, I reckon arcades will only lower the percentage to the point where everybody will just get ripped off from the word go. He says, I understand where I was coming from when I was saying about percentages, like higher percentages, more people play, more people come back. But they probably don't have that mentality. An arcade owner or an operator probably sees someone win, they're like, right, lower that, I don't want someone win again. Right, James M. Absence of pie gamble is very annoying. A tenner win can be gambled up to a decent sum. Otherwise, a tenner makes little difference to your bankroll. Very true, and as we were saying that, we've got a tenner. So he said we can gamble up to 100. And that is true, you can get the 100. And obviously there's no gamble, you ain't got a fucking chance. Well, that was a bad demonstration, James M. But yep, totally agree with you on that one, mate. So Gavin Simpson Ale. I don't believe the pie is random, as when I play these, I never save, I just gamble. I find if you gamble everything and lose, the gamble starts going nuts when the machine has had a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the gamble is truly random now. I've seen too much of it. And it often, because I only play the gamble on the random games, and someone else makes a point in a minute, which is quite interesting. So we'll get to that. Gary Smith. Would love a 777 at home. How much did you pay? Well, it worked out. I paid around 2.5, but the prices vary, and we'll also get onto that in a minute. And basically, I part X'd a machine, and I got a warranty and got it from a proper supplier. So, and this cab, I have to say, is literally it's mint condition. I'm really pleased with it. So, I could have paid less, and something had gone wrong or something. So, yeah. Slotty Potty, nice insight into the settings. Yes, it is interesting, I think, especially with the way you can turn the gambles on and off, different profiles and that. I might do another video of actually going into the settings a bit, you know, the sort of the admin of the cab, hand pay adjustments and stuff like that. Jay Smith. Hang on, we've got to gamble first, Jay Smith. Well, we've got to gamble at 200 because that's what James M wants. Oh! No. Wait, where are we? Jay Smith. Machines are not random. Oh, machines are as random as the British Museum's catalogue system, i.e. not at all. There you go. And he puts hyper, as I've said before, the bookies, arcades, casino, etc. make the vast majority of their money via regular gamblers. Regular gamblers keep gambling irrespective of whether the machines pay out regularly or are as tight as can be. Therefore, it's not the owner's interest to have higher RTPs, which lowers their income. There should be regulation. The comments cut off, but I think he goes on to say there should be regulation forcing the better percentages. To be honest, I think 94% for £2 stake is pretty fair. But yeah, I know what you're saying there, mate. Yeah, definitely. If an arcade's got addicts coming in, then those people probably don't give a shit. They probably don't even check the percentages. I don't know. Oh, Carl Bryant. Apology accepted, mate. Yeah. I was reading the comment. I was like, "What's he on about?" And then I saw you watch the whole video. So that's all right. Well, we'll just watch this bonus. So enough of me chatting for a bit. Then we'll carry on with the comments. Doodle-doo. It's the magic Toadstool bonus. Oh, I forgot you have to get a fairy. This isn't random either, that's all predetermined, I know that now, because you always get a fairy, don't you? Hello, I'm the leprechaun, I'm tapping my foot. Oh, I like it when it does this. Go on 3 times now. Lol. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. You try doing that in the wild, guys. Ain't gonna happen. Unbelievable, man. Try and show how bad 777s are. It fucking gives you the 500. Wow. All we'll do is we'll just see how dead it plays, shall we? Let's test the old theory, see if there's random, as they say. Crazy stuff. Oh my days. These are not random, I'm sorry. Well, what the fuck, man? Oh my lord. Oh, dear. Wow. Potential 700 there then. Oh my days. Moving right along. Right, Zeus 5 says, interesting to see the settings at the beginning. It really annoys me when the arcade owners take off the gamble. There was a particular stingy arcade owner that banned me when I had a winning streak, called me a chancer and not a regular. I laughed at this, mate. What the hell, man? Even though I was there 2 or 3 times a week, totally forgot I blew so much for years before. Gladly he's closed down now. I think I might have read you talking about this ages ago when I used to be on like YouTube and that. Called you a chancer, not a regular. Oh, I'm sorry. So someone that comes in and tries to win, what? And doesn't sit there all day. What's a load of bullshit, man. That's the biggest load of tosh I've heard ever. Wow. A chancer. Well, isn't that what everyone's doing? Basically what that guy's saying, and then if you're not going to sit in here for hours and lose every time, you ain't coming in, basically. Unbelievable. Ben Playford says, if you ever decide to do live stream, please don't become an affiliate, just be you. Do your own shit and no donations. That takes away any credibility anyone has, just my opinion. You know I'm positive, have followed you for a long time. Just don't sell out the usual streamer shit with the giveaways funded. Yeah, I thought about this, right? Basically, I'm not going to be doing like streaming a lot. It'll just be for the odd bit of fun, and I totally agree with you, mate. And yeah, I do appreciate you following me. We've had a good few conversations. Definitely won't be any donations. Don't worry about that. And do you know? I did actually think about it. Should I try and get in contact with a casino to get bonuses, reload bonuses every time? And I thought, well, then it's not really genuine, is it? Because that's not what the general public's going to get. So I just want to go down the route of no bonus unless I'd be offered it anyway. You know, if I was a Friday bonus, they sometimes do, for example. I'm not going to get bonuses, so all the money I deposit will be mine, and I'll have to keep it in control, because that means I can cash out at any time. So effectively, I'm losing my own money every time. I will not be blasting links in the bottom in the description saying, oh, sign up through me, come join me at so-and-so. There wouldn't be any giveaways, like Xbox giveaways if you sign up to casinos. I don't want to encourage loads of people to sign up. The only thing I might do is just a very subtle link now and then, but I won't like push it, do you know what I mean? I'll just see how it goes. It depends if my bankroll is completely destroyed, do you know what I mean? And it might assist the whole streaming thing, but no, I'm definitely not going to go for that approach, mate, don't worry. I want to keep it hyperlinks, gambler, his own money, not doing all these giveaway bollocks. And have you noticed how many people are jumping on the bandwagon recently? They're bloody appearing like no tomorrow. And there's channels starting, right? New streamers. Oh, I'm gonna switch game. I'm gonna build up the pots a bit on this while I'm doing these comments. So there's all these new streamers appearing, and then straight away they're doing the whole affiliate thing. They're like, oh, win an Xbox, you know, come sign up. I don't want to go down that road, you know. I've got a little bit saved up, so I don't need to do that anyway for the bit. So yeah, anyway, cheers, mate. Yeah, Keith Stevens, that was brilliant. That gamble to 500. Well, you're psychic, mate, because we just won the 500 on this as well. Right, hang on. I need to build these pots up a bit. Oh, there's no gamble on this one. Shit. I'll build the pots up. I'll have to turn the gamble on another time, YouTubers. Right, anyway. Good to see the different settings. It could be put on as well. I think you'd need the gamble on. Otherwise, how the hell do you get Jackpot? Just hope for on the free spins. Well, that's basically the case. You have to hope to get the maximum on the free spins. And if you get the maximum, well, that's a bit of a con, as I often explain with these £500 machines, because you either have remaining free spins or your win should be over 500 quid. So yeah. £2, what's the point? Ian Kenny, does sliding your finger down from the plus sign on a pie gamble make people feel like a gangster? Oh, I've just done it on this video, haven't I, as well? I don't know what it was. When I used to see people do it, when I was like first on YouTube, back in the days of like Buddy Love and that, fruit videos, you'd see people do the sliding down thing. It's just something, it's just a habit people do, and instead of just, yeah, I don't know. I wonder who was the first person to figure out you could do that, because some games don't let you do it, does it, like Casino, you actually have to keep pressing it, which is kind of annoying. Right, we're on page 3 now. Oh, shout out to Wildman and ABC, get in there, 3 leps. Enraged Potato, thank you, mate. Another shout out, Des and Paul. Paul says randomish, these are randomish. Yeah, I agree with that. And we'll just see what this gives. They're random if they like want to be, aren't they? There's no gamble, shit. So you need a gamble on this game, don't you? 40 quid. There you go, no gamble. Fucking shite. Right. Shout out to the Toronto, Mike Daniels, and Slade fan says, great vid. Love it. Getting one myself soon, and not random, but should all be on higher percentage and gambles on. He says, did you know it can also be set not to pay a £500 jackpot rolling? I didn't know that. There's some thumbs up on that comment, so yeah, I don't question it. Alan Mountjoy says, drinks on me tonight. Meaning he means drinks on Hyper tonight, I think. Well, more drinks on me, mate, because we've just got another 500. Unbelievable. Only put 100 in, that's what we've got the other 100 here, but it's crazy. It never happened in arcade, though. No, this is a really interesting comment. I never thought of it like this. So Sean Yates says, it's quite a long comment, so bear with me if I misread it. Sean Yates says, just checking if the whale's going. There's 2 ways to look at the gamble. You could look at it like you say the arcade owners are scared of the gamble and don't want people having the chance of the 500. So no, I think that's the most likely thing. They just don't like people gambling to 500. because they don't understand that they'll get it back at some point. But anyway, it goes on to say, also you can look at it that the owners want people to have an even play, an equal chance. For example, a lady in the arcade where I used to go was a huge gambler and gambled every win. Oh, she'd even gamble 400 to 500 without saving anything. Unbelievable, that is. She would lose a hell of a lot and win a hell of a lot. One day, hang on a minute. He says one day seen her win over 4 grand between 3 777s, and he put that's honestly true. So then the machines would play dead for everyone else, and all the other customers would moan. Eventually the arcade owner removed the gamble facility, so it made it more fair on everybody. So he says he can see both points of view. I'll just continue in a minute. £20 death in it. Oh. Right, so he goes, in regards to whether these 777s are totally random, I personally believe they are random to a point, but no machine can ever be truly random in his opinion. In regards to profiles, he totally agrees that playing £2 a go, they should always be set to 94%. See now, yeah, I agree with that. If it's £2 a go, it should be 94. It should be industry standard, I think. Now, it's interesting what you said about that. How that you're basically saying, mate, like the people can sort of force the machines with the pie gambles, and like that woman winning all the time, then the machines go dead. Now, is that the case for if a game's random? Is that the case if it's random? Can someone affect the game if they've pied it to the max? Or was she playing on compensated one? Because I've seen the gamble on compensated versions. Now, I could understand how winning a 500 on the pie gamble would then affect the machine after, and I can see why the arcade owner would turn it off on a compensated one. I totally get that. But if these machines are random, surely if someone wins a £500 pie gamble, they've got the same chance of winning on the base game after. So it's just a weird one, but really appreciate that, mate, because I never thought of it like that. And I could actually understand that on a compensated version, which has a pie gamble on, and I have seen that, so it does exist. But yeah, cheers for that input. Let's see if anyone else adds any info on that. Right, last page, nearly at the end. And these comments were in order from basically, I can't remember how I done it, top to bottom or something like that. MK Spokes says they are random. MK Spokes knows. He knows they're random. They're sort of random, but they're random to a point, I think. Shout out to Barcrest Plays, and don't worry, I won't do my sheep impression if I can help it anymore. No, I won't do it, right. Daz a Star. If they were random, they could technically pay out 4 back-to-back jackpots, but I've never seen or experienced this. So this is true, right? I'm putting this out there as well. If these machines are that random, surely we'll see bigger banks, like 3, 4, 5 grand. Because people will just go on that spawny streak, wouldn't they? But we never see. Has anyone actually ever got 2 grand on a 777? I've seen it on FobTees, because they're, you know, server based, and they can probably do other things with the other games. The games are probably separate. It's not linked to one cab, is it? But getting a massive bank on these, I can't see it personally. Special K says, get the fuck in there. Jackpot, cracking video. And you're right, on £2 stake they should all be 94%, and the gamble should always be on by law. It's scandalous, arcades get away with turning it off. Look forward to your next video. Thank you, mate. Archdeacon and KK Kyle GG says how much? This cab, it worked out 2.5 grand. You can get them between, I'd say, £1 grand and 2.5 maybe max. Archdeacon also says 100% not random, and Buddy Love did actually reply, which this is true. It says the cabinet is cheap. It's the licensed games that put up the value. Expect to pay between 1,200 to 2.5 for one, depending on game content with licenses. Good machines to own, but ticking time bombs when bingo halls update, which could be next month or in 3 years. These will flood the market. if that happened. He said he got stung on some machine he bought, and then Barcrest announced they were going to stop making pubs, and he lost 75% in overnight or something like that. See, that's a very good point, and I knew before buying this it would be sort of a risk. I paid top money for this, and I'm really happy with this mint condition. So it's up to anyone out there if they want to maybe take that risk or wait. They will get cheaper, but I don't think they're going to get really cheap like he's saying. I could be wrong, mate, but the way I see it at the minute, these cabs make an absolute fortune for arcades, and I haven't been in bingo halls myself. I'm assuming there's loads in bingo halls. So what you're saying is if the likes of Mecca or Gala update, these all flood the market. Personally, I can't see that happening because I've heard a couple of things about these, the 777s. Obviously, arcade owners would absolutely swarm to get a hold of a few of these because they make so much money. If these came down to 400, 500, 600 quid, that's like, you know, the arcades are just going to run to them and buy as many as they can. I think the only way people are going to get hold of these is via the likes of RMLS sales. They'll make a deal with the bingo halls. They got a batch recently. These aren't going to become available to the Joe public cheap anytime soon, I don't think. They just make way too much money for operators. And I could be wrong, but Scientific Games, I've heard, do not want many of these machines getting into the hands of the public or getting into the hands of arcade operators for little money. I heard actually these will be on a recall later, purely because the games run forever and they can't be updated. The industry, especially Scientific Games, they want to change the industry so that you have to renew your games every year, every 2 years, a bit like Bellfruit with their dongles. They don't want these cabs running forever because they're going to lose money. And trust me, arcade owners would love to get hold of a few of these very cheap. I can see these coming down to £1,000, but I'm also seeing new games being put on these 777s, the new Barcrest games, so they're still like active. I don't know, it's a good point though. So if anyone's thinking about getting a 777, I reckon you'll be waiting a while before you can get these for under £1,000. And even then, if you get one under £1,000, it's probably not going to be very good condition. It might have problems, so just be careful with these guys. They're lovely cabinets, absolutely lovely cabinets when they're all working and that, and really nice condition. But I just honestly, I can't see, not from what I've heard off a couple of people in the industry, I can't see these coming down anytime soon that quick. I mean, yeah, I'll probably lose money on mine because I paid top money, but if this now goes down to £1,000 with the same games, it's got £70 jackpots, it's got some nice games in my opinion on 500. You know, I'm not really going to lose any sleep over it, but if anyone else is thinking about buying one and that happens, then just think about that because it could happen. So he's right there. But at the time of this video, you know, I'm quite happy with this, and it's allowed me to do a few videos. So you know, I honestly can't see these flooding the market to Joe public. They're not going to be on eBay or anything. Like I say, RMLS sales will get hold of them or something, and they'll put their price on them. They'll say, look, if you want these, and they probably won't sell to the public anyway. So unless you're in the industry, which I guess some of you out there probably are, that can get hold of these, you know, you might be able to get them cheap, but Joe public, I don't think has got a chance anytime soon. They just make way too much money. The only time these get cheap is when people stop playing them, and that ain't going to happen anytime soon, trust me. These will still be in arcades for another 5 or 6 years. Easily. I also wonder about the 888s. Are they on a renewable license, or do they run forever? I think they run forever because I can see them being around a long time. But if they're renewable, that makes these look like, you know, I can see why. If I now had an arcade, right, and a bunch of these come up for sale with all different games, I'd get as many as I could, because at the end of the day, if you don't have to renew your games, it just sits there and makes the operator money, doesn't it? Whereas these new blueprints and that, and you have to keep renewing the games and updating them. A lot of them are server based, aren't they? And I just love these. They just sit and run. 777, I'll tell you, well, Barcrest done well on these, didn't they? Well, scientific games now, you know, just crazy cab. A lovely looking cab, but bloody hell do these make a fortune for the arcades. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. It's literally like you couldn't get a better condition one. Inside is like mint. So, you know, I don't mind paying top money for it. Right, I think we're gonna have to leave this in a minute, guys. So we're up to 25 minutes. I've been through all the comments. We got a 500 and built up the pots a bit. I'll have to turn the gamble on at this on another episode. I'll tell you what, we'll just run the last like 60 quid on Fields of Gold again, just to see if it's as dead as. It should be really dead, shouldn't it? It was just paid out of 500 and another. Well, I missed out on the 200. It said it would pay 700. We'll just see how dead it is. See if the random theory is true. Right, that's all I'm doing. I'm collecting after that. So it wanted to do 200 before, didn't it? Forcing a pie gamble. Go on. Oh, you pie snake. Boing. Boing, boing, boing. So I wonder if it was a load of bullshit what I heard that that these are going to get a recall. Because it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know, Barcrest Group doesn't want these. Because I suppose, you know, if you're really addicted to these and they become cheap, you could just buy one for your home, couldn't you? I can see why they don't want that to happen, or they don't want operators to have games that you don't need to renew license on, but I just wonder if that's true. That's all I heard. They're trying to be recalled at some point. That's all I heard. It's half the reason I got one, to be honest. Because at this price, two and a half it worked out. There aren't many people going to be buying one for their home. You know, if I hadn't have bought this one, an operator would have got a hold of this. I guarantee that. Yeah, it's not having any of it. So yeah, it's a bit weird having this in my house, to be honest. But well, not my house, sorry. My rented flat. Correction. Yeah, I just wondered how true that is. I can see why the industry wants to go down that route of renewable licenses and all that bollocks. Money, 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 money. Greed, 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 greed. Well, we gave a bit of it back, but still a result. Ding, ding, ding. This plan's sort of a bit dead, and I suppose. Come on. Oh, £3. It doesn't even want to give you £3. Round it down to 300. Come on, baby. It's dead. Oh, 50p gamble. Dead YouTubers. It's all dead. Betcoms are dead. Oh, I must admit, I haven't played a Betcom in probably ages now. It's had a bit of time off the fruits. It gets a bit boring after a while. Plus, I've got quite a few machines down here now, so I'd love a room of just machines. One day, YouTubers, one day. Unless I do my absolute bollocks in. Hey, go on then, baby. Go on, baby. Oh, YouTubers. Oh my god. Can you imagine this to an end of the video? Go on, 200. Yes. We'll do the tactics, shall we? Yes. Oh my, no, we're not going to get another one, are we? Oh my fucking days. Wow. Holy shit, man. What? Oh my god. Okay, that is unbelievable. What? What? Oh my god. What was that off? I'm gonna have to watch that video back in a minute. I don't even know what that was off. Wasn't that off something shit like this? That was off like the win like this, wasn't it? Oh my days. Wow. Who the fuck would have the balls to do that though? No one. Well, there you go, YouTubers. That just, what? What? £700 up. Oh dear. Don't try this at home. Just don't. Oh wow. Oh dear. That's what'll happen when you get yours, you know, your home machine. That's what'll happen. Try it in the wild. No fucking chance.